She's my daughter.
Hello, Dad.
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Stephen, and I've been a Doctor Who fan since 2005.
And I'm Ben, and I've never seen the show before.
Now we're watching and discussing every episode of the revived series, and quite frankly, it's about time. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I am okay.
Good.
We're
Surviving.
yeah. I'm struggling towards the end of next week, which is the week up to Easter at time of recording. You can see how far in advance we're recording. Speaking of which, at time of recording, the main trailer for Shooty's first series has just dropped. So I thought it would be cool to play it for Ben and see what he says, see what he thinks about it. We've just watched it, so what did you think?
What was the first thing I said? Oh, you can see the Disney money.
Yeah, it does look incredible.
I will say this. I said, at the end of it, I said, I can guarantee this has divided the audience.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
It does not feel like the show that I'm watching at the moment.
No, it feels very different.
It feels quite modern. It feels like they've looked at things in the market already. So like
Marvel.
Ghostbusters, Marvel.
Yep.
If I saw this in a cinema,
In a cinema, yes.
I'd be like, oh, I'll give that a watch.
Yeah.
I can definitely tell this is a new era of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
This has the power and the opportunity to ignite a new wave of fans.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for.
Like, for those who are really angry at it, are there people angry at it?
Well, this Doctor Who fans, there's always going to be angry at things. Yeah.
So those are people who are like, oh, it's not not Doctor Who, blah, blah, blah. This is not for you.
No. To be honest, there's more people angry about the fact that it's dropping at midnight. The episodes are dropping at midnight.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I think Disney have shot the BBC in the foot. I personally think. This is the BBC's flagship show. Well, was, Stephen said. It's teetering on the edge.
It's deteriorated, but yeah.
Yeah. So that means that they are guaranteed a set amount of views on a Saturday night.
Well, they have been traditionally.
Yeah.
But
they're not going to get it now.
And the thing is, because hardly anyone watches, like, live TV now.
Well, saying that, Stephen, over Christmas period, you watched it live.
I did, because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But like the majority of casual viewers aren't gonna plan their lives around a TV show like we used to in the old days.
And that's the thing.
You watch it. You're used to being able to watch when you want, what you want when you want.
And I do think that is like kind of like the downfall of society is that back in the 80s, they were like that. Families used to get around the TV.
Yes.
Have the tea and get around the TV and watch TV at night.
Right.
They would watch TV shows like, I'm not from the 80s, but when we were kids.
Yeah, 90s.
Like the mid-90s, late 90s. You used to watch Blind Date and the show with Mr. Blobby on it and... That's Mr. Blobby's show. That's what I know it as.
Noel's House Party.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just called it Mr. Blobby's show.
Yeah. No, I know. I get what you're saying. You're saying that we don't have that sort of family... gathering around it. But the thing is, I'm sure people do. Like, you just have more flexibility now, and you can choose to watch it.
But I think that flexibility is destroying the TV industry.
I think it's just a change.
But how?
Remember, I'm sure when VHS came in and you could tape things off the TV, people said, "Oh, this is going to destroy TV."
No, it wouldn't destroy TV because you still have to watch it. It's still classed as a view.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's the way of the world. It's changing.
I do know it's the way of the world, Stephen.
We can't...
I've been living in the world for 31 years.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I do think, like, Disney have flexing their power against
It feels
the
like
BBC.
Disney have a lot of control, a lot more than we hoped they would.
But yeah, no, I do think that it was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think Shooty's good. They're playing on this... I don't want to offend anyone. So, like, flamboyancy.
Yeah.
His gender fluidness.
Yeah. I would say his coolness and his like smoothness.
Yeah, also that.
It's an interesting new direction.
Yeah, and also like that meet cute at the beginning of the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Didn't really like that. That felt like it was ripped right out of a rom-com.
Yeah, that's actually a recap from the Christmas special. And there's more to that. To do with the story.
Like
but...
Catching a Glass.
Yeah, there's a science fiction thing to that as well.
Episode Very Bridgie.
Yeah, she even said, "Oh my Bridgerton."
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Jinx Monsoon?
I did see Jinx Monsoon being manic and crazy and just a cool person.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, overall, I think it was spectacularly good. Yeah,
it does look really good. I'm really excited for it. But also, so can I just say, because you said that it feels like an entirely different show to what you're watching at the moment.
It does.
That it must be very jarring for you, because what we're still watching is from 2008.
Yeah.
That is a long time ago. If you had been watching all along and seen the progression up till here, it's not quite as jarring. It does feel like a new era, but it's not quite as jarring, like the jump from Jodie Whittaker to this, for example.
Okay. That I can understand.
Yeah.
Because, if you think about it, I'm still in the very early iterations of the show.
Yeah.
Will we get up to Jodie Whittaker? I don't know, babes.
I hope we do.
I don't know.
Anywho, we're here today on the pod because we've watched the next episode of Series 4, entitled The Doctor's Daughter.
Ugh.
Were you not a fan? I'm not.
Should have stayed dead.
Oh, okay. You didn't like the ending.
Didn't like the ending. Didn't like how she was trying to be a teenager. I'm like, yes, Dad.
I'm not a fan. I said to you before we started this, I don't know this episode as well as most of the others of this time, because I normally skip it. And I always skip it because I think I don't like it.
Yeah.
And sometimes when that happens, I watch it and I'm like, actually, it's better than I remembered. But no, I'm not a fan of this one.
It's not the worst episode of Doctor Who.
It has some great moments in it, which I'll come to. And I like the concept of it a lot.
Yeah. But suddenly the Doctor's like, I'm all alone. Oh, bitch, you've now got 3 of you.
What do you mean?
You've got the Master, who's in a ring, and you've got Jenny Bobs now.
Yeah, but the Doctor doesn't know about that. I mean, literally, you don't even know anything about a ring. All you saw was a hand grab a ring. That doesn't mean anything.
My God, Stephen, it's a device. We know. My God, it's the main villain of Doctor Who. We know he's coming back. They wouldn't have shown that if they're not going to use it to bring him back.
Yeah. So this episode was written by Stephen Greenhorn.
Yes.
Who also wrote The Lazarus Experiment.
Oh, is that the machine that makes that big man young and then makes him into a monster?
Yeah. That's one of my weaker episodes for Series 3 as well. So I feel like both of these not great, in my opinion. Sorry. So we have Jenny, who's played by Georgia Moffat. No relation to Stephen Moffat.
Oh, really?
Spelt differently. But she is a relation to Peter Davison.
His daughter?
Yeah. So she's playing the Doctor's daughter, and she actually is a Doctor's daughter.
Why is she called Georgia Moffat?
Because his real name is Peter Moffat. Peter Davison is his stage name.
Oh. Didn't she want to become Georgia Davison?
I don't know. But anyway, that's not the best. That's not the word. That's not the all of it. Because guess who she's married to now?
Oh my God, she's not married to Tennant, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
Why?
She played his daughter, and then he married her.
Yeah, but she looks a lot younger than she is. I think there's a little bit of an age gap, 13 years.
13 years between them?
Yeah. So he's not actually old enough to be her dad, really.
Not really.
And they are a great couple. She's on TikTok and she posts things from their daily lives, and they're so funny.
Do they have children?
Yeah, they do. So she already had one child when they met, called Ty, I think. And then they've since had several children as well. Oh. But yeah, they're a lovely couple from what I see. And yeah, they met on this episode, obviously, and started dating after that, I think.
Yeah. Do you know what they should do?
What?
They should bring her back and she could become the Doctor. And then it'd be like the Guinness Book of Records, like 2 doctors in the family.
It is so weird, though.
Technically, she is a doctor.
Why?
Because she's basically almost like a carbon copy of him. But just a girl.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
She's like, hey, I was born without your sperm. I'm immaculate. Woohoo.
Yeah, I don't completely get how that progenation thing works, because yeah, it's reproduction from a single organism, but it's not a clone because they're not identical. They've rearranged it.
I personally think what they've done is that they've pulled all the chromosomes out and then just like
yeah, basically sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, did you like her performance?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's the strongest actress in the world.
No. I mean, she doesn't really She doesn't really act now.
She looks like the type of person in this episode to have like a wellness brand. I don't know what she looks like now, but like...
Oh, she looks basically the same. She's hardly aged.
Yeah.
She's more sort of mumsy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, buy my book. It's all about yummy in the baby's tummy.
Anywho, the half fish, half human.
Yes. I've seen better aliens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If the TARDIS can translate anything...
Yes.
It should be able to translate bubbles.
Well...
They speak in bubbles.
Yes.
They speak in bubbles.
Yes.
Different notes, the different pop, different sounds. I'm sorry, the TARDIS will be able to do it.
But, like, say, for example, there was a species that communicated by, you know, or like sign language. Can the TARDIS translate sign language into English? Would you just hear a voice in your head?
No, because sign language is not a sound. It's a visual communication device.
Yeah, but it's
visual.
But you don't know exactly how the bubble language works.
I do.
How do you know it's sound?
I just told you.
Or what about Morse code then? Can the TARDIS translate Morse code into sound, into speech?
No, because Morse code is you hear the dots, but it writes the dots and dashes down.
Yeah, it's a sound of beep, 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 beep.
But then it does this. Does it not? It writes it.
It can do.
And then you can read it.
It can do, but you can hear Morse code, and if you know it, you can hear what it says. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make that I think is inconsistent is that for the first part of the episode, it seems like Martha can't understand the half, and she's just like trying to go by context.
Language.
Exactly, yeah, watch your language or whatever. Like, so then it's like she can understand. So is it just that we're not hearing it?
I think it's the TARDIS slowly translating it because it's a new language that it hasn't been able to do. So it's slowly like seeping. It's like a pre-computer algorithm, trying to learn this new language because it hasn't learned it.
That is actually a really good theory. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were really sad when
Pecky
drowned.
Pecky died.
Yeah.
That was sad.
It was sad. But I think it's funny
not
how...
a fish. I'm sorry, you can breathe underwater.
No. But that was thick, gloopy, muddy stuff, so that's why they got clogged. He got clogged.
God.
He got clogged.
No, he didn't get clogged. He got bogged.
Okay.
That was good.
Yes. Don't you think it's funny how the Hath was trying to reach out its hand to help Martha out?
And there was a mile gap between them.
Yeah. And then it jumped in and saved and pushed her out. And then Martha turned around. She didn't even bother reaching out her hand to try and help it.
I'm sorry, but if he grabbed her leg as she was climbing out, she could pull him out.
Yeah. And
but
then
Martha is not smart like that. She's a doctor, but... her crying.
Yeah, that was cringy.
Freema, I'm sorry. You're a great actress. I really enjoy watching. You're really watchable. But your acting...
The crying was awkward, yeah. Just, don't you think it's awkward that she's back for, another episode and she's separated from the Doctor and she's just got this weird little storyline where she's with a Hath? It's almost like she wasn't available at the same time as the others. So they had to just film her bit separately. It's really weird. And again, it feels like a waste of having her, but yeah.
Is she still acting?
Freema? Yeah.
Is she in...
So there's a program, I haven't watched it, but there's a program called Sense8 that she's in.
Oh, okay.
On Netflix, I think.
Oh, cool. I want to ask the lovely people of the pod a question.
Yeah.
Now, the question is not about Doctor Who.
Oh.
The question is about food.
Oh. What, is this relevant to anything?
Yes.
Go on then.
Because I just looked at them.
Quavers.
Yes. Quavers or skips? Leave your comment in the comments. I'm Team Quavers.
Yeah, I prefer Quavers. Skips once in a while.
Oh no, they melt. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love Quavers. They're like fluffy and crispy and cheesy and...
Just as an idea, by the way, of
bubbly.
how long I've been doing this, like, impressions thing and, like, repeating things.
Yeah.
There used to be an advert for Quavers where it was all, like, in an animated style, and this boy dropped a quaver out of his bedroom window and then went running down the stairs, and then was able to catch it outside because it was so light.
Yeah.
He used to go, Quavers, ooh, they're floaty light. And it was on in the cinema once when I was really little, and my mum took me to see a film. And they got to that bit, and I just repeated it and went, "Ooh, they're floaty light," and everyone in the cinema laughed.
Oh.
Well, probably not everyone in the cinema, but the people around us. Oh. And my mum was like, "Shh," because my mum hates being drawn attention to. So, other characters, we had General Cobb. The Source. There's also the guy from Skins. I forget what his name is, but...
Sid?
No, he played Chris in Skins.
Oh, yeah.
But I forget what the actor's name is, but yeah, he's all right.
Did he play the gay guy?
No, that's Maxie.
Oh, I forgot about Skins. Oh, not Skins.
Yeah. See, I didn't watch it at the time. I watched it later.
Did you watch them all?
No, I stopped after the first cast.
The cast change. I watched the first series and I was like, oh, do you know what? I can't. This is weird and boring. So I didn't watch it. I
do remember, though, I think we were in year 10 when it was on. And I had sort of started to come out at school at that time. I didn't watch it, but people at school were talking about it. And people were saying to me, oh, you should watch it. You'd like Maxie.
He can confirm he does like Maxie.
Oh, yeah. The Doctor was obviously very resistant to, like, forming a connection with Jenny.
Yeah, because of his past pain.
Yeah. That reminds me, by the way, as well, I saw a deleted scene from this episode, which I really wish they'd kept in. And it's at the end, they're in the TARDIS after Jenny's died. Mm-hmm. And Donna says to the Doctor, you know that pain you're feeling? That doesn't mean that you were wrong to let her in. It means you were right.
Aww.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. Team Donna.
Yeah, she is great. I love that bit where she's like, I've picked up a few womanly wiles in my time, and she like brushes her hair back. And the Doctor's like, let's save them for an emergency. Bit rude.
Was very rude. I'm a massive Tenny fan.
Yeah, he is good.
He gets better looking as he gets older.
Mm-hmm.
I think, anyway.
He does, yeah. Like a fine wine. She does say to him, I'm going to tell you something I've never told you before. I think you're wrong. I'm like, excuse me, Donna, you spend half your life telling him he's wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like massive. Like, I lost the cat when I was 5, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get it. I don't know. So
was this what you expected when you heard it was the Doctor's daughter?
No.
What did you think it was going to be? You thought it was actually going to be...
I thought it was going to be Susan's mother.
You genuinely thought they were going to do that?
Yeah.
No. So were you disappointed that it wasn't that?
Yeah, I didn't like it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like these, like, it's almost like they wanted that catchy title. They wanted
to draw people in.
To draw people in. So it almost feels like the title came first and then they built something around it. TV version of clickbait.
Exactly, yeah. I think I remember the writer saying that, like, with Doctor Who, when you're asked to write an episode, usually you're not allowed to change the Doctor in any way, like, because he has to end the episode the same character as he was at the beginning. But he said this chance, he was given the chance to actually do something that's going to impact the Doctor.
Yeah. But the thing is, those impactful episodes happen when a companion leaves.
The thing is, when you're in the middle of an episode and there's a new character that the Doctor's getting on with, and he offers them the chance, at the end of this, you can come with me. 9 times out of 10, you know that means they're going to die. Because, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kylie's character died.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I still, to this day, think that Kylie should do a season.
It's not going to happen. Maybe now.
I know you've had massive success, Kylie, with Padam Padam. I'm sorry, Kylie, but not my favourite thing in the world. I'm not a huge fan of your music.
Funny though, isn't it? Because it's a heartbeat, Padam Padam.
Is it?
It's a double heartbeat. Padam Padam. It's a sign.
Is that what it's supposed to be, a heartbeat?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was just a made-up word.
No, it's a heartbeat.
Oh. But I do think Kylie should come back. If they had the money...
Yeah.
Jason Donovan could have been the Doctor.
Ugh. No thanks.
Do you not think he's really handsome?
He's alright.
I like me a bit of a...
Aussie hunk?
I don't know many of them.
Well, me and my mum used to watch Neighbours and that was always full of them.
Oh, don't get me started on Neighbours. Still going now, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but I don't watch it anymore.
It came back.
I don't watch the new one.
Did they come back with the original cast?
Some of them.
Oh my god, I bet Susan and Carl came back.
Oh yeah, I think so. But yeah, it has nice memories for me because like when it was, because my mum used to work from home and have quite flexible work when I was a child. And so when it was like half term and I was at home as well, we used to have lunch together. And because she used to watch Neighbours every lunchtime, and because I was home, I would watch it with her. Yeah, it was just nice. Anyway, a moment, I know this is an episode I don't like, but a moment that I do love is the bit when she tests with the stethoscope, the two hearts.
Oh, yeah.
And the doctor's like, it means something to him that actually, yeah, she's a part of him. He had the master, obviously, last series, but now to have someone else who also has the same biology as him, basically. Although we'll discuss the end, but...
The same biology as him? And
Yeah.
you just discussed the end?
Well, whether she can regenerate and all that.
What was the fucking golden shit coming out of her mouth?
Well, do you remember when he regenerated as David Tennant? He was in bed and he used to breathe out regeneration energy.
Yeah.
It's the same effect. It's the same thing.
Oh, so she's going to regenerate.
Well, she might change her face. We never saw that. Or maybe she just regenerated without changing her face.
I don't like that idea.
No, but...
There's another Time Lord out there now, then.
Well, is she a Time Lord? Is she sort of a Time Lord light?
Like the Doctor said, she's an echo.
Yeah, I don't know. And Donna was asking, what do you call a female Time Lord?
Time Lady?
Yeah, well, back in the classic series, they used to call them Time Ladies. But nowadays, I think they're all just Time Lords. Because they use it as a gender-neutral term.
Oh, cool.
Jodie Whittaker she still called herself a Time Lord. Another moment I really like is, I know you probably think it's really cringy, but the jumping through the lasers, like the backflips.
Oh my god! All she did was backflip, and it wasn't Georgina Moffat.
It wasn't even Georgia Moffat, no, it was her stunt double.
No, and it didn't even look like she was avoiding the blades.
The lasers.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And the poor rat got killed.
It wasn't a real rat, it was a fucking clockwork mouse.
Yeah.
But no, I love the fact that, like, she chose not to kill the man and she shot the pipe. And then she was so excited, she got to the doctor and she was like, I didn't kill him. I could have done, but I didn't. Like, that was really nice. Although, funnily enough, if she had killed him, it would have saved her own life later.
Oh, yeah. That's so ironic.
Mm. You can ponder the irony in your jail cell.
Is that Welsh?
No, it's like West Country.
Oh.
That's what he sounds like. The source. Yeah, as I said, I really love the concept of the episode of, like, they keep saying about, oh, this war has been going on for generations and generations. But it turns out that generations are like, you can have 20 generations in a day, so it's not actually that long.
No. 7 days.
Yeah, I think that was a cool idea. That's what I mean, like, it feels like there's a lot of potential to this episode.
Yeah.
But I don't enjoy it.
No, I think it's performance.
The execution of the writing as well, but yeah. So she got shot.
No blood. They couldn't afford fake blood.
No, it's not they couldn't afford it.
I'm sorry, Stephen. It's 7 o'clock. They can use a bit of blood.
No,
Stephen, I'm sorry, but, like, casualties on at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, but I'm not saying I agree with the choice, but I'm saying that I know they're very conscious on Doctor Who, or they were at this time, of how much of that kind of thing they show. That's why they prefer laser guns rather than bullet guns, generally.
Oh.
Because you don't see blood.
Yeah, because the laser cauterizes it as it goes through.
Yeah, and he was like, I never would.
Yes, you would. You sent baby spiders to die.
Yeah.
You're like, bye, Spidlers! Have a nice trip in the fiery pits of the volcano!
He goes through phases, doesn't he?
Yeah. Depends on his companion.
Yeah.
Was the spider lady Martha, or was it...
Donna. It was Donna's first episode.
Oh, yeah. So she hadn't had an effect on him yet. So he was just running rogue.
No, but she did actually make him stop. He was just carrying on murdering and watching while the water was coming in. And she said, Doctor, you can stop now. And then
Doctor, you can stop now!
Broke him out of his thing, and they actually managed to escape. I think if she hadn't said that, he might have just stayed in there forever till he died or something.
Yeah. By the way, they said that he needs to terraform the planet, yeah?
Mm.
And in order for the planet to be, like, to grow life and new life and all that, you need water.
Right.
There's water on the planet.
Yes. So
Which
what?
means I don't think the planet needed to be terraformed. I think it would have done it itself.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm
not a physicist. I'm not a Sometimes wish I was, but I'm not.
But it's a nice image, though, that it was this barren sort of... Yes, it had water, but it was horrible. And then it got all green life.
Yeah.
And anyway. And yes, Jenny came back to life.
Yeah, and then she gets in a pod and they're like, Jenny, where are you going? Do you know what? What should have happened?
Yeah.
Is she should have took the two with her.
Oh, yeah.
Because Echo have a companion.
Yeah, yeah.
But she can't travel time and space.
No, she can only go around in a little ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
but
she finds...
She wanted to copy the Doctor.
I thought she would have been like, I'm going to go find him.
Yeah, no, I think she's just wants to go off and have her own adventures. Spoiler, we never see her again.
Oh. Why do we need to see that then?
Well, I think from what I remember, that in the original episode she didn't come back. But apparently Stephen Moffat suggested, he thought that she should come back because it made for more of an upbeat ending.
Oh.
And they took that advice.
Stephen Moffat.
We've got a Moffat.
Started to destroy the episode with his nosy poking around.
We've got a Moffat 2-parter coming up in this series.
Oh.
You like Moffat?
I have historically liked Moffat.
Yeah. Right then, shall we put it on our list?
Yes.
Whereabouts is the Doctor's Daughter going to go for you? Near the bottom, I'm guessing. Like me.
Probably put it 38.
Above Tooth and Claw.
Yeah.
So you preferred this over Tooth and Claw?
I don't like Tooth and Claw at all.
Oh, I do. It's one of my favourites. Anyway. Okay.
I do. It's one of my favourites.
So it's going 38 for you. For me, right. Yeah, I'm looking at the bottom end of my list. I'm thinking about, at the bottom, I've got Fear Her, The Long Game, The Lazarus Experiment, 42. I think I'd watch all of those. Maybe not Fear Her, but above this one.
Really?
The Long Game, definitely, and that's the second to last at the moment.
Then
so I'm
I'm
putting Doctor's Daughter at number 48, which moves Fear Her down to 49.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
The Will and the Wake has jingles that they can press. Why do I not have them yet? We've been doing this much longer than them.
I don't have the capability.
You do.
I have the capability to make them. I don't have the capability to let you press them.
Oh, that's the podcast I've been watching, by the way.
What?
Will and the Wake.
Yeah, I know.
With Kathy Burke.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it on the last episode.
Oh, it was good.
Anywho, that's the Doctor's Daughter. The next episode is called The Unicorn and the Wasp.
Okay.
What does that mean to you?
The unicorn is something that is unique, and the wasps are things that are trying to kill that unique thing.
Okay. We shall see. I'll say it's a period episode.
Cool.
And I think it's a genre that you will enjoy. Right, we're getting towards the end now. Before we finish, I want to read out a lovely review we got recently.
A lovely review we got recently.
It comes from someone called Monster High 1D Chic Girl.
Hello.
And the title is Favourite DW Podcast, which is nice. She says, I absolutely adore this podcast. Started listening whilst going through a rough time, and it's brought a lot of joy to my day. It's so great to hear other people's opinions on my absolute favourite show, especially opinions from an old and new viewer. Please never stop.
Ah.
She says, please never stop, so we're not allowed to stop, Ben.
Okay. Can't promise anything.
If you ever say you want to stop, I'll just show you that review. But yeah, that's a lovely review. Thank you for that, Monster.
Thank you, Monster Girl.
Monster High 1D Chic Girl.
Monster High? That's a doll brand.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it means then. I'm guessing the 1D is One Direction, but I don't know. So if you'd like to give us a review, it's always helpful and always nice to read. If you'd like to send us a message, you know where you can do that. If you'd like to support us via Patreon, that would be gratefully accepted.
We have content for Patreon coming up.
Yes.
We're just waiting for life to get a little bit less busy and a little bit less stressful.
Is this the quarterly classic thing you said about?
Quarterly classic thing, and we've been talking about like extras. We're going to be doing some things over the summer.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, so thanks again, babes.
Yeah. But speaking of Patreon, you know what it's time for? Patreon.
Shout out.
Patreon.
Shout out.
That was
I
fun.
got all the good ones.
Well done. So I've started reading out the list of names in a different voice depending on the episode.
Yeah.
I can't read it out in a bubble.
Do Tenny.
Do a half voice, a bubble voice.
Oh, I can. Okay, go.
Louisa. Philip, Jason, Joe, Tom, Louis, Michael, Verna, Heather, Benny, Caleb, Monica, Amber, Jay, Kaylee, and Kieran. You sound like a cat. You know when a cat's not expecting you to touch it, and then you touch it, and it goes like the activation noise.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so funny. So those are our current wonderful patrons. Thank you so much.
We love you all.
If you want to join that list and you want to get in on the action that's coming soon, follow the link on our show notes. You can also buy us a Ko-fi on Ko-fi. I still don't get that. Buy us a coffee on Ko-fi. It doesn't make sense. That's also in the show notes. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Have a lovely week.
Yes, I'm looking forward to The Unicorn and the Wasp. It is an episode I enjoy. It's very funny. It's written as a comedy episode.
Oh.
Making good use of Catherine Tate.
Good.
Anywho, until that time,
stay cool, stay safe, stay fantastic. Fantastic!